There he is, just in time.
He's there.
Yeah, he missed the preamble about him though. You'll just have to go back and watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speak the devil. All right, Alex and Jordan starting things off. Me and Nick, who's been a super fun role.
Yeah. Yeah, good addition. For sure.
And sneaky strong.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even gonna say sneaky. He looks like a strong dude. Is a strong dude. I'm like, cool.
Mhm.
I'll sit. Joe and Veronica, Craig and Mitchell. Cool. A lot of people there that day. It's a decent setup from Alex. Didn't really run too hard through it, but got Jordan down. Thank you, Joe. Then Levi and Mike.
Levi, okay. I'm glad you remember people's names.
Yeah, I mean Levi signed up a while ago. I think there was a bit of a break between when he like came and tried us and then when he started coming more frequently. So he's been attending regularly.
What's up, James?
Definitely takes it to me. What's up, James? I think James had some good rounds today too.
I was gonna say, speaking of taking it to me, there's James in the chat.
Look at Baker over here with Veronica.
Oh yeah.
Looking right here, little overhead butterfly sweep. So just a good example of an Arani pinned up against the wall. Good example of consequence of having your opponent's hips or head lower than their hips. Which I'm sure at some point we'll see, Jordan or Cole or Joe or Andrew probably do from like a bottom side control sweep that they love. Joe trying to roll for a knee bar on that one. How did Ronnie get back there? Just a little push on the arm. Joe's cool with it though. Well, James comes into the chat and says, hey. So it's really easy for us to say, hey. You come in and you say, yes. Or some comment about yourself that we have to clap back at, Like, if you want us to say hey to you that way, just say hey.
Formalities, they go a long way.
Looking over here to Craig and Mitchell. So Craig's trying to pass here. He's got Mitchell in outside Ashi. Or Mitchell is in outside Ashi. What's up, Baker? How you doing, bud?
What's up, Joe?
You're only hot, dude. You only have one temperature, and it's hot, baby. I expect nothing less. How did Mike get... Because Mike was seated a second ago. Okay. Looks like Mike just opts to stand up. Levi opts to go down. Nick passing my guard. What did he do? He just like heavy pressure.
You went for a false reap. Yeah, you went for a false reap here. He kind of collapsed your knee down, and then
good back step.
Yeah, nice back step.
James and Andrew joining the fray. Everybody on the mats. So many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 different matches going on right now. So as always, help us out. Levi got himself an arm bar. Abigail 1280, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Looking right here, I want to see how he catches Mike with his arm across the body. Pretty classic setup. Raises those legs up high. Just has to get his hips up towards the shoulder line. So if this is Mike's shoulder line, Levi wants to get his hips right on that. There you see him hit a little turn. He's able to get it. That was nice. Jason steamrolling Jackson right now. Just embarrassing him. Jordan has made his way to Alex's back. Craig looking to do the same on Mitchell over there. Goes for the chair sit back take. Saves it just at the end.
James is really trying to hit this this false reap entry on Andrew. Andrew's staying really heavy, keeping the knees pointed in the same direction, not letting James really invert all that well.
Yeah, damn, James, you were pretty much on it.
Yeah. But look, I think Andrew was being pretty diligent with his cross-facing arm, his left arm, which is really kind of what saves this.
All right, dude. Well,
James,
don't spoil it for us, James.
Nice.
God, dude. All the more impressive considering he just worked his way totally back out of it. So you had a good setup. Like, you were super deep on the leg.
Yeah. He is. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Levi on Mike's back.
Mike not sticking around to find out what happens there. Andrew looks like tried to ankle pick here or something.
Yeah, he hit a quick ankle pick after James stands up.
James tries to twist down into cross Ashi, it looked like. Dude, I'm so stoked you're working like... I don't want to say a bunch of cross Ashi entrances, but I feel like I've seen you do 3 or 4 over the last few months that are starting to like really gel for you. Now we're in on cross with the switching over to an inside Ashi. So you had cross Ashi with that secondary leg.
Yeah,
and
so
then
then he goes
switches
into
it.
That's the Z-lock position almost.
Yeah, which I think Andrew was happy to tap early on that.
Yeah.
I know I would be. Yeah. Alex making one last effort before the bell.
Yep.
Levi
Doesn't get the other hook in.
Danny not in a good spot right off the bat.
Yeah, he inverted, and Luke goes ahead and pins the shoulder with his shin, which was a very smart move. And now he's trying to like, what do we call that for a while? Like eagle's perch or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's really just a way to flex on your opponent.
Yeah.
Oh, and Andre's back.
Yes.
That was great.
Cole doing some standing guard passes, which I don't recall seeing him do.
Yeah. This is nice. What's it going to look like, Jordan? We got Ben over here trying to get to Levi's back. He's winning the underhook battle. Levi counters with arm and guillotine grip. Not likely to finish, but can help control the opponent. But Ben is a difficult one to control generally, so Ben gets a sweep on that. What's happening? So much stuff. What did Luke just do? You guys, please let us know. I'm in way over my head. I only have 2 eyeballs, and they don't even work that well. So Luke's in the
Rear triangle.
Yeah, from a wild position, right? He's not even like he's not seated, which is where you normally see it. Like
Yeah.
that's
Interesting. Yeah.
That is a solid inversion to the rear triangle. Let me know when you're
Nick wound up-
practicing that, and I'll shut the camera off. Andre with a great back take.
Oh, I didn't even. I knew he was training, but I couldn't find him.
Yeah, lightning fast on this one. So really good setup. Mutual collar ties. He picks my right elbow up. Good level change, like stepping through on that level change really early, like fully committed to it. Pulls me down by the neck, which like this, he holds his grip for so long, which I saw Luke Griffith do that in his match with Kainan Duarte, as he did the exact same move, I'm pretty sure, and like ends up getting behind Kainan in the same fashion. Like he uses this to pull Kainan forward as he cuts the angle. It's not like just, it doesn't impede him. It moves Kainan when he does it. Andre doing very similar thing to me, and then continuing the spin, blocking my leg to trip me as he puts me down. I was like, oh, great.
Yeah, that was a solid takedown. Nick wound up getting on top.
Yeah.
It was from, yeah, so he kind of gets that underhook there from Cole. So
Yeah,
Cole, you're on. I think hopefully that shows, if you didn't know how you got taken over already, but either not putting in the whizzer there or not scoring the underhook were the two reasons why he was able to win this scramble.
I'll throw a third option in there. If Austin's watching, I'm sure he sees it right away.
The triangle.
Right. So as you're barreling into Nick here, he puts his hand down to base out. You jump underneath him already, right? It's like you're jumping to guard. Fine, that's safe. That knee, that right knee of yours, this leg can go over that arm instead. Right here, as you sink your hips in underneath him and go for a triangle instead of poking out right here. Just another option. That's one of my favorite triangle entrances. Nah. Zoom ahead a little bit. I like what Nick's doing to try to keep the legs splayed so he can get to an easy pass, or an easier pass. Sorry, what did Alex and... Oh, they're just moving. Okay. Ben has made his way to mount. Levi with the Mitchell escape, though. Ben just throws it back down and gets right back into mount.
Danny in on an armbar on Luke.
I didn't look bad. I wonder why
No.
he didn't fall
I
through.
want to know how he got into mount. How'd he get into mount?
So from top half guard, looks like he's got to get the knee through at some point here. Steps
There.
through.
You see Luke's arm flail out, like, damn it.
Yeah. Americana
Going up to
threat.
attack. Yep. But then using that to scoop the arm and come around.
Yeah, that was
Really,
nice.
I like that. And he's in the 3/4.
No, he
The leg
didn't
got
have
passed
the
back. Yeah. His right leg is up, and then Luke passes it back underneath, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Luke's like pinning it right now with his forearm.
Yeah, he is.
Cole wants you.
What? I think he was just saying me.
Oh, okay.
Like, you can tell me this privately.
I mean, he typed that like minutes after that last message, but it may have just taken him that long to get there. Awesome sweep. by Jordan, and then we'll look at what Nick does to Cole here in a second.
Under the clock.
Where
Okay.
are you?
He said under the clock.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're with Ares. Okay. So we're looking over here. Ares looking to get past. Kind of past right now. There he is. He gets the side control. You've got that over-under grip. That's classic Jordan side control sweeping. Really big bridge. I bet you Ares crossface is trapped under your head and you just give him a good push. I love the kind of double hop you do here with your power leg. So your left, it's going to be hard to see, but your left leg is your power leg here. So there you kick up, and then that second leg there hops in again just to help with to continue that push, which is really good. That's what sent it up and over. That was nice, man.
Yeah, that was solid.
And then what did so Nick is in mount.
He goes to set up an S mount, it looks like. He rolls his right foot underneath there.
Yeah, it doesn't get his hips up high enough, I think. Like
It's
high
tough to
enough
do
up the
on Cole.
body.
It's tough on Cole.
Yeah.
He won't let you do it.
And then as he rolls, Cole's able to get him off balance, keep that leg, and spin it for the pass, and then right in him out.
You are in a false reap position, trying to gather the legs and get underneath.
Yeah. Jordan gets a Darce off of that.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Looks
man.
like you had a little bit of a Darce threat going on here off of this
With Andre?
false reap. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in cross Ashi here. I was like, please, God, let me get him down.
Oh, that was really nice by Andre.
I know, man. I was so bummed. I'm like,
Oh man,
legs are getting
that was
tired.
great. You see how he like completely turns away from you to hide his heel
Yeah.
and try to run out of this. This was really the best reaction he could have given. There. Boom. That was solid.
Yeah, and then like
up.
completely re-engages too. Like he's not
Yep.
he's not out of the woods yet, but he is safer and then in a better position to kind of smash pass his way out of that. I think I get the sweep here, but I don't think it lasts too long if I recall correctly. Yeah, like I get him on his butt and then he's like, nah, I don't want to be there anymore. Andrew was hunting your leg.
He was.
You're
I was
playing
really trying to get the I can't remember what, I guess it's kind of like a Dayashi or whatever, but I'm just
Yeah.
trying to keep his leg moving, and then I was trying to snag his leg, but then he goes on the counterattack immediately.
Yeah, that's
Solid.
nice. I mean, that was a good turn from you. Like you followed that all the way through like a backwards roll. But yeah, he met you with some firepower there.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you know, Danny does this to me frequently. Probably gives me more trouble than it gives Luke, just with like the weight difference between us. But he gets this setup here where he's not too many steps removed from a Katagatame, if he can get the turn. But Luke's ready for it and just backsteps over the leg, like, or doesn't even backstep, rather knee pushes and drives to mount. As Danny focuses on trying to hit that sweep, Luke's able to advance.
Levi's given Ben some trouble here.
Yeah, I saw
and,
that. Ben shakes off a triangle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, more
Or
just
the-
like a rubber guard.
Yeah. High. Basically a high trap or a high guard.
Damn, you and Andrew still battling through 50-50.
Yeah, I wind up being able to take the leg over in my favor, and I get into outside.
The one with the knee brace. Nick and Andrew, or I'm sorry, Nick and Cole. Andre makes his way to my back. That was not fun. Off of that whole exchange.
It was a slick pull straight into the back. That was nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, he didn't really have it. It's not like your typical chair sit setup, but he
Yeah.
had really good control of my upper body. He was able to pull me right up the middle, get the legs in. And immediately, I'm worried about neck exposure, just because I know he really likes to quickly send in the strangle. So I was able to shut that off and at least get back to fighting for my life from him and mount, as opposed to on my back.
So it looks like Nick is putting on some guillotine pressure here for Cole. Cole opts to just flip him off.
I don't know, Cole.
Which is-
I keep coughing, man. I might have to cancel the stream for the night. I can't get rid of this cough. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh wow, yeah. So, not a bad option from Cole to roll through on the or flip Nick over top here, but Nick stays right on the throat and is making it not pleasant. You can tell that Cole is really trying to figure out how to relieve the pressure and get up without hurting his own neck, you know. But watch what Nick does here. He's gonna actually
Really
invert,
nice.
yep, and get into the mount. But Cole slips out.
But possible Katagatame threat. Looks like Luke gets himself a smother there on Danny. I know that all too well. Let's see how he fights through this. Big back step, big high step over to get into mount. And then now this crossface and a lot of shoulder pressure and movement. Yeah. Yeah, Nick's the
And then
man. I think he's a good.
Defeat.
What was that?
And then defeated. Just splays out on the mat.
Yeah.
Damn it. I wanted to go this whole round without getting smothered. 10 seconds left.
That's how I feel. If Luke doesn't smother me, that's a win. Oh,
Totally.
Mitchell teaching
was
Cole
dirty.
a valuable lesson. Protect yourself at all times. Cole's talking smack to me, I think. And Mitchell says, "That's my friend. You do not speak to my coach like that." Thank you, Jordan. I'll be sure to tell my doctor. My throat vitiligo is acting up. Very colorful coughs. Mitchell looking for his Mitchell escape. Can he get it? He's so bendy, dude. Cole says, "I don't want none of that." I mean, he really almost gets it. Like, the feet are almost
He
there.
does. Yeah.
What's Baker
James.
doing to Levi? Where's James at?
James is at the top, underneath the speaker, next to me and Ben, with Jason.
Oh, okay.
James is like, I want out of this now.
Sorry, I just want to see what Joe did. Looks like, Joe, you sit back on an Achilles here. Yeah. Roll
Goes
to belly down.
Yeah.
Did Levi consent to that? To the hit round you're putting on him?
your whole round. You just getting up and then him trying to push you back down.
That's fair. What, a lot of you guarding, trying to keep
and
Jason at bay?
Trying to get back up and get on top, but Jason doesn't let that happen very easily.
Yeah. Cole is not having the Mitchell escape. Slaps Mitchell in the face with some intensity.
Dude, I tried to get Bin. I think this may have been my second Kimura attempt. I was like, I'm not losing this one, and then I lost it. And I was like, damn it! Every single time.
Where are you? Are you right here?
Now I'm right in the middle. Bin's.
Oh, you're with Bin. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I go there, I attack the Kimura. I'm like, yes, I got it. Because this was my second time. The first one was like, fail. And then this one, fail right here. He just like slips right out. And I don't normally lose those. Normally when I connect with the Kimura, it's set. You know?
Oh, I know.
He's a different breed, man.
Quite familiar. You just start calling Levi Elvis then. It would probably be pretty funny if you did it. I'm the first to escape like that. I mean, he didn't do it there. It looks like, what'd you do? Straight arm? Wrist lock? Straight arm. Danny on a Darce. No surprise there. Is that on you, Jordan?
Yeah, it looks like Jordan.
I would say Jordan's pretty difficult to Darce. See if Danny can lock it in. Gets it. See how this is set up. Danny takes. All right, yeah, just from top position, top half guard. Yep. Yeah, you got to be real careful there, Jordan.
You see how Danny uses his elbow to drag the head back. This is something that we don't see a lot of people. Well, I don't see a lot of people do with the Darce. You really, I mean, the goal is really to connect your hand to the inside bicep, right? And so you really have two ways to do that. You can either throw your shoulder in deeper in order to send your strangle or your hand through deeper to the other side of the neck, or you can do what Danny does, which Danny, against people that have strong shoulders and can get their elbow down to their side, what he'll do is he'll take his other elbow, like you see here, and he'll just put it behind your head, and he'll draw your head in like this to make it a closer reach so that he can grab his bicep. And I think that's a really good detail that he does that I don't see very many others do.
He's also grabbing his forearm right now. I don't think as the finishing grip. I think he's doing that to kind of like cinch it in and then make his adjustments. Like you see there, he goes back to an S grip. He's trying to get that arm deeper, the strangle arm deeper. Now he's just holding on. He's keeping the scoop grip on the neck.
Yep. He's fixing. He's trying to get it where he wants it.
Yeah, he tested out there. He tried to roll Jordan. Now he's like, is my grip good enough? Can I finish this one?
And when he does, he goes hip to hip.
Yeah, the only, like right now, his hand's pretty low. I'd like to see it up by the ear. But there, he's still just adjusting, taking his time, using that control. Now he knows he has it. He starts to climb the arm up the back. Gets that leg entanglement that he likes to use. That was cool. Cool to see Danny kind of adjusting his way through it. Because, yeah, Jordan's really good at getting that elbow down and keeping his neck nice and open from the strangle, between the shoulder and everything. That sums up my relationship with Danny since I met him.
in all aspects, not just the Darce.
Yeah, yep. It's not enough that I should win, but all others should fail. We're a really supportive school, in all honesty. If there's anybody in the chat wondering how
Unless you're
terrible we
training
are.
against us.
Yeah.
If you're training against us, then no.
Yeah.
Nice sweep by Joe. Kind of akin to what he did with Veronica early on.
This double butterflies working for him today.
Yep, and overhead. He's really going overhead, taking all posts out, right?
Double
So this is
overhook,
good. hmm
I think. Or no, over under.
I think it was an over-under.
Yeah.
But
Then Kimura number 3.
this one actually worked. Yeah. But watch that I go the wrong way. I go towards the arm. And was able to get the reversal. I let go of the
He's not
Kimura.
basing with it, so.
Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes it's easier on stronger people to go with it rather than trying to go ahead and finish from the bottom.
Yeah. Cole thinking about stepping over to set up a back take on Mitchell. Just taking his time here. He gets the hook in to the chair sit. Oh! Mitchell belly down. No bueno.
Jordan on with Danny, I don't recommend you going deep half guard on him and like grabbing the far leg. You go back just maybe 15-20 seconds here. So you start in half guard here, and you see this cross shoulder post that you have on him, Jordan. When you're going against somebody that you know has a dangerous Darce, I want you to go near shoulder. Like you're going to go same side shoulder post rather than cross side shoulder post. This makes it a lot easier for Danny to just throw in the Darce.
Yeah.
It's going to make it super easy when you go to grab that leg. He's baiting you with his left leg coming forward. He really wants you to grab it. And you're thinking that he's going to cross face you, and he's not. He's going to kind of scoop your head here, and then you're going to see his right arm come back and shove in the Darce strangle there. That's his old bait and switch. But a near side or same side shoulder post is how I try to mitigate that Darce. It was a move of the night. Okay.
Mitchell head a little too low, hips a little too high. Cole's being very forgiving right now.
Cole and Andre.
Cole's jumping on Andre.
Looks like Andre's opponent at the competition. Just gonna jump guard.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that's how he destroyed his knees.
Was it?
Cole.
Was it actually?
Probably.
I wouldn't be
No, I don't know.
surprised, but
I'd be surprised. Yeah,
he did say that there was no structural damage, which I was happy to hear.
that is good.
I just want to throw Jordan by here. Just like to highlight it when I do it because I love this move, but get out of here.
Oh, this was an exhausting round.
Oh yeah, you and James.
This was like the end of the night for me, or the end of the day. I was like, after this one, I was tanked.
Yeah, that's when I rolled with you.
Yeah, you're like, you want to roll? I was like, no, but okay.
That was good movement from James. I mean, just slowing down your legs,
Yep.
your ability to turn, stutter stepping his way around into to past your guard, but you roll up here, get to bottom half.
It was right about here that I realized this was going to be a game of let's not let James pass your guard. 'Cause that's probably all success looks like in this role for me.
Yeah. Andre was he had Cole in some trouble here with an arm attack. Gets Cole's arm up nice and high.
Yeah, he does. Cole kicks us right in the head.
Oh.
No, not this time. Like we move and then we wind up coming back because that's how our roll was.
God. Good scramble from Cole there to get free. He was definitely in a little predicament. Andre locks up the close guard.
It's right here.
Incoming head kick.
Yep.
You look over at me and I'm hopping over legs. You're like, well, we can't go that way. I actually really liked this entrance. So I end up in north-south. Controlling the arms, like I had some elbow exposure, but again, Jordan doesn't make getting Kimuras and stuff like that easy. So as he's like bothering me here, set up a little half-assed cradle, and I decide to jump to the legs instead. Couldn't quite easily get to the back, so I said, cool.
Oh, nice.
I'll step over into cross Ashi. Andre's setting up a cross Ashi entrance himself, but let's look at this again. Just go back a little further because Cole is on the attack here.
Nice.
So yeah, Andre lowers the leg. Cole takes advantage of that, kicks you in the face, and then steps over. Oh man, that would have been sweet, Andre. When you lock this up, like if you can, you slam your heels down in this direction to sit Cole to the ground, and you end up in cross Ashi.
Yeah, honestly, you could have done it either way. Since Cole was already going that way, you can just use the momentum to just roll all the way through, up over your shoulder.
Yeah, does Cole like horse kick out of this? Is that what it is? Yeah, I guess he didn't really, like, Andre didn't have his legs figure forward.
Yeah.
He just had the ankles crossed, so with a big swing, Cole's able to get his legs safe. One more time, I just want to see, even the leg switch, like, it happened so quickly.
Pulling with his left leg in, he pummels his right leg in, and then now he extracts his left leg.
Yeah, this is tricky, man.
He puts himself into reverse X guard, essentially.
I don't know if
that was cool.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in the chat. I'd like to know if that was all very deliberate or a happy accident. That looked great though. I mean, Andre's a white belt. That's why I'm curious how deliberate all those steps were. If that was, that's great, man. Love it. Yeah, you absolutely should, Joe. You absolutely should. Yeah, I didn't think you would see that coming, Jordan. I don't normally do that, but I saw it and I was like, huh, yeah, maybe I'll just hop there and see if I can get to it. But yeah, Baker, I mean, take a lesson from this guy, right? James has been using cross Ashi a lot to good success. And just trying to find it from different positions, like how you step into it. Demystifying it for yourself, like it's an important thing to look for.
It's very controlling once you get there too. I think you.
Damn, James wanted that heel hook.
Did. Yeah, we talked about this like during this roll too. I was like, I really wanted him to stay in the pocket, but immediately he kind of thought about it and it got right back on top. I was like, damn it.
Yeah. David over here with Jason. We haven't spoken much about David yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen him too much. Maybe he's been off on the periphery.
Yeah, I think he was over under the clock for a while. Nick is taking it to Ben right now. Seeing some intensity out of him. Which I don't blame him for having to roll with Ben.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to try to Peruvian Jordan there, but my legs were not cooperating. It's good forward pressure. I like the head position. He's got keen awareness of where his legs are. He's just got to beat that top hook. Ben's doing a good job keeping that in. Damn, big moves from Cole here. What do we have? So Andre and Mount with a crossface. Catches the Americana. Good hip frame and good hip movement from Cole. That's essential mount escaping techniques right there. I mean, this is like this is how Bertram really loves to escape. This is like Bertram's plan A escape for mount. It's frame the hip and do big explosive movement with your hips. See if you could create a gap in the legs, pull your legs up through, get your hips out, whatever you got to do. So here, hip frame, big movement, and then good hip switch, drives that knee up through, and now he's got a guard to play with. And then now as Andre tries to sit through out of this, which not terrible idea, right? He almost hip switches out. He has to do one quick hip switch to get out and then back to settle into side control. Cole catches him after the first one and then is able to get him off balance. That was nice. And then quick high step over into mount. Really good example of, I heard Luke say this today at the open mat. The best time to advance your position is after advancing your position. You know, substitute that with getting points, whatever. Like that's the idea. Don't let your opponent settle in and start framing. Go ahead.
No, the knee cuts were definitely a problem, James. Like every time I was like, each time you came up and went for a knee cut, I was like, oh, this is it.
There it is. Yeah, he's just hitting the knee cut button.
And then that was a really nice pass attempt there. So he comes around, goes for the knee cut, and then he uses this. I think I regard, and then he uses it as a leg drag.
Nice.
There. And then comes around, and I was like, oh, crap. There, get my knees in.
That's a frantic pace. Oh,
that
man.
One there. I know.
I'm sure James was like, God damn it, what do I gotta do?
Well, same. I was like, when's he gonna stop?
Now it makes more sense why you looked the way you looked when I came up to you.
Dude, I was ragged at that point. Like, I don't, like, I hope everyone understands, like, the guard retention that I just had to do for 6 minutes is extremely tiring.
Yeah.
Like, it was not easy to do. So, like, that took everything I had to keep my guard.
That's the thing, man. If we did, 10, 15, 20-minute rounds, like, that's where things start to get interesting. But also, that's a pace that maybe James can't necessarily keep up for that length of time, But
yeah, it depends. Yeah.
But if he's in top position, he can lay on a lot of pressure. So he can pick the pace up. He could pressure into you, whatever to kind of wear you down. And then I'm like, yeah, cool. Let me try.
And then you had it, and I was like, oh great, now I get another 6 minutes of this.
So that was I did a hip switch here that has been working really well for me. You kind of slowed it down, but you'll see. Like I go float passing for a second, but I'm like, I think I can just kick out of this. I get my hips sideways, and then you drag that knee back across like just in time before I can start to like settle in.
Luke does that a lot to me, and I've gotten pretty diligent about that knee, trying to sneak it back in.
Yeah. We got David and Mitchell. Andre and Nick. See how Nick
This outside passing that you were doing, the high stepping and stuff, this was also very tiring, very, very difficult for me to manage.
Yeah, you start to take my back here almost with the over back grip.
You had that crossface, and I, at the
Barely.
very least, this came out exactly how I wanted it to come out, because I didn't think I was going to be able to get around the back.
Yeah, and I thought I'd be able to counter that.
You did the second time though, because I do this again, and I think you wind up taking my back from it.
I think so, yeah. Little classic lesson for Andre there. Goes to spin the back, but doesn't have control over Nick's arm. So what does Nick do? Raises the arm up nice and high, blocks the hip,
Yep.
and is able to put Andre down. It's good awareness from Nick. David making his way around Mitchell's guard. He's got the gift wrap in. Let's see if he could either take the back or advance to mount. He's trying to get his chest. I think he's trying to get his chest behind Mitchell's tricep here. That way the arm stays in front of him in a more useful position for David.
Yeah, Nick's been training for a while now, and so I don't know what belt level he is or anything, but he definitely is a fun role. So him and Andre, yeah, this was a good attempt, the head throw.
Yeah, if we were in gi, Nick probably would have gone for a ride, but this grip, this like head throw grip, it's tough when sweat is involved.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm not surprised that Nick slipped out of this. And then like Andre's leg position, like Andre's almost too much in front of him in this direction. Like his leg isn't doing anything to reap or trip or anything, so he's in front of Nick, but now it's like you lose Nick's head and you're in some trouble. So he goes to the ground quickly and is able to regard, which is a very nice reaction from him, but definitely obviously not what he was looking for. Oh, Andre on Kimura now. Gets the turn. Loses a Kimura, but got a sweep out of it.
Did. David is trying to get to a body lock. I know we went over this later in the rounds. I went over kind of a body lock tutorial with him, so imagine he's going to have trouble here. David, I don't know if you watched the stream or not, but body locking or this type of positioning to where you're nice and low on their hips doesn't really do anything when you're in close guard. And for anybody who's watching right now, right, like we want the opposite. We want to have good posture here. And Mitchell, the guy on the bottom, he wants to be able to control your posture and keep you nice and low. That way he can start to either look for a sweep or maybe even start isolating an arm or whatnot.
I don't know, Cole. Why do you got to call it out like that, though? God.
Dude.
Yeah, no. Our Sunday streams are usually less active compared to Wednesday. I feel like a good day, it's up like by around a dozen, if that makes any difference. Oh, shut up. Thank you, Joe. Mitchell in on his escape. I don't advise that for anybody, really, ever. just because I feel like it's kind of easy to shut down, but it works for Mitchell, man. And he comes out with leg attacks out of it.
Yeah.
We gotta shore that up, man, because like he's getting to some good spots, but he's still like he needs to have that leg isolated. So he's got to move to that. He's starting to get there that way, but he's a little far from cross ashi. I love the attempted back take here though. Like
that was nice.
I'm not sure how much that was David moving or Mitch moving him, but either way, that was really solid. Andre making his way to mounted triangle. There I
this is you on my
on
my back. There? I try to hit that octopus guard from too far out.
Oh yeah, and then I just have my leg inside. I'm able to get the grip and get the turn.
Yep.
Here I almost lost it. I had to get my hips above you. Fortunately, you were extremely tired and we were both sweaty.
Yeah.
So
I was not able to start. I was like, I think I can get my elbow. Nope, I can't. I can't.
I'm sure whatever you guys were saying was priceless. Damn. Yeah, I mean if Andre couldn't get an arm isolated, it was going to be difficult for him to advance that triangle. Ooh. I'll look away for a split second. Okay, so Andre goes for a chair sit back take, and Nick turns up with him. That was a good round by the two of them. All right,
Cole and Joe.
Now the coach is at it. Joe, you had a body lock there for a second. Did you? Yeah, I mean,
head was really high.
Yeah, and the hands were low. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, that's a body fold right there. Don't worry, I'll just watch Luke smash me instead.
I think I sat this round out.
Yeah, I believe you did. Aries and James. James sitting into cross ashi there.
That was a nice Sumigashi off that guillotine.
Who's the spy?
You.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even see. Yeah. That was weird because I feel like Luke knew it was coming. Like if I just started walking him forward, he knew what I was going to try to do next. I just tried to throw a bit more of an angle into it instead of just sitting back and rolling. So you'll see my right leg kind of shoot through, or my left leg shoots forward, and I'm really trying to hit the turn as early as I can, but I couldn't get my legs underneath me, and Luke manages to win the scramble. Just very disheartening for me. Joe passing.
Nice pass, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason working the ankle scoop. Just got to step that leg out. That left leg's a little far from Ben's hips. What were you saying?
He just needs to straighten that right leg out in order to backstep. See how it was hooked?
Yeah.
But Ben snuck in his left leg as a butterfly hook, which was really good by him.
This hip frame too, making a big difference.
Yes.
Joe past the guard into mount now. Aries trying to stave off the body lock from James, but James powering through that.
Oh, that's right. I was with Jackson.
Do we see something similar from Cole like a couple weeks ago or
It was. It was last week, actually.
Like a rolling back take of some sort.
Yep. I think it was last Sunday.
Maybe it was. He doesn't get the back take, but rolled his ass out of that one.
No, it wasn't last. It was a couple Wednesdays ago. Yeah, you're right. Because we were both on. Yeah. Now Cole is looking to flatten him out, and got it.
Joe lays there for a second. Ugh. It's tough, Joe. Oh my god.
I don't know what it
I
says.
don't even know what it said. What did you do? This is garbage.
Was it actually written on the other side that you were looking at, Cole? Because that'd be really
Does
funny.
it say belly? Yeah, belly down, rear naked strangle, or what? Like, if you got up. Hold on, is there like a frame where it looks?
It's Greek.
I thought it was Hebrew. I mean, that's illegible, unfortunately.
Illegible.
What does it say, Cole? Joe's like, what the hell?
It says I have to poop. That's what it says.
I hope it said belly down, rear naked strangle. That would be pretty baller. Cole's probably isn't even watching now. He's like,
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Awesome. I mean, I don't even want to know where this goes between the two of you. How Joe will retaliate. So this was about the most like the best thing I was proud of from this training session. Luke normally gets me in this head scissor Kimura trap, and I think this was the first time I ever actually escaped it. So he goes dorsal Kimura, and then Luke likes to use the head scissor, not the side triangle. He'll throw the side triangle in when you do this, right? And then he'll use this leg to gather that arm into the leg scissor, and it becomes a side triangle when he does that. I'm well aware of that. I'm also well aware that he can straighten my arm, or decide to, now that my arms are open, he could decide to ditch the head scissor, bring his hips on top of me, and go to finish a Kimura. I'm kind of screwed if he does. But I keep my elbow low, like very low, like on the mat, so he can't easily scoop it. And then you can watch my hand position, like it's kind of like the rule of thumb for arm bars. That's what he's trying to control, and I'm trying to flip my hand as much as I can to keep him from controlling that. So I work my way out of this at the same time I'm addressing that arm attack, and he loses his angle enough to where I can get out of that. And that was like I think the first time I've ever actually successfully escaped that.
Nice. Yeah, those are he normally has you dead to rights with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tight.
Let's see, Joe goes for a toe hold.
Yeah, rolls through for a toe hold here.
Joe, I don't dislike this move, but I dislike your entry. I don't want you to fly into this. I want you to step a leg up the middle. So like right here, you can see like you have no inside position. That's why this isn't gonna work really well. Take the time to get that leg up the middle, fight that little pummeling battle, and then once you get there, turn the corner, do whatever you want to do, go ahead and go for it. But now, You kind of rolled off. Can't see how much Cole's leg is extended right now, but he seems to be laughing, so I don't think he's too worried. Yeah, going into that with no inside position, just kind of setting yourself up for a Katagatame in this case.
Yep.
That was good. Good awareness, Cole, on that turn. As Joe turns towards you, you didn't let him get that arm across your body. Able to lock up a nice tight strangle there. I wanted that triangle so bad.
I've never caught Luke in...
I know. I probably know. I have rear triangled Luke before, like once a long time ago. But I threw all my hips up into that as hard as I could. And he's like, "Get off of me."
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I need to start using the metal in my knee brace to, like, just like destroy his ear more, or like something.
Like your cup with the knee bar.
Exactly.
Any competitive advantage we can have over him.
He got me with this today too at the open mat. So, you know, Joe, you can throw this into your toe hold experiments, right? Look how Luke has stepped around my guard, but he's not facing. You know, he's in side control, but a variation of it where he's not facing my upper body. He likes to grip the toe hold here. He catches my foot planted near my butt and locks in his toe hold grip, and it's like, great. Now my leg is not getting extended at all, and it gets really torqued up. That's also, he used it today, I believe today, to make me get rid of the knee shield. So this isn't a good example of that because he's already by it. But if I pretend I had a knee shield in right here, if he reaches for the toe hold, I straighten my leg to take away the toe hold threat. Well, I also take away my knee shield too. So you can use that to get a leg out of the way. Jason, chest to chest, flattened out bin right now in top half guard. Good spot to be. Next goal from there is to get your knee free. So, not that that's an easy thing to do, but that is the goal at this point.
Bin has both underhooks. So, while he's still flattened out, he was still not in a terrible position, having two underhooks.
Yeah, if he could work his way down to like even a deep half, probably could get Jason moving a fair amount. How does Joe get there?
Americana?
Think
Wrist lock.
so. A wrist lock.
He says it's a wrist lock, yeah.
Embarrassing.
Prison rules.
It almost looks like it was bending the other way. Yeah, that's what I thought. The initial grip looked like you were taking it this way, which you don't see too often. I mean, it hurts all the same. Right back into mount. Oh, Jason on a nice Katagatame here. Damn, let's see this.
Got it.
This is all right. So he's working still from half guard. He gets a setup. Interesting. So at some point, as Ben was trying to work bottom half, he gets his arm across the body. Jason's got to pummel that left arm under his. Okay, there it is. And then now Ben's legs were briefly open there. If Jason noticed, he could have had an easy hop out. This is nice, man. Like,
knee push down.
Yeah, he trusts his grip here. Slips that leg, and then is like, "Oh, I'm on this." This is really nice, man.
I like that.
And Ben tries to get his knee back underneath him right at the end there, but Jason's hips go real flat. Takes away all the space. That's beautiful.
You've got like a rogue arrow at the top.
Oh, I do. There we go.
There you go.
Joe on a last minute triangle here from Mount.
Oh yeah.
Cole says no.
Luke takes on Cole. Says you've been having too much fun.
How long do you think Cole's been carrying around that belly down rear naked choke note in his in his gear bag?
I don't know.
Like, I bet he had it out for weeks, and then he's like, damn, I didn't get it today. I better bring it next week. Jason and I have a bit of a stand-up battle here. Quick Katagatame from Luke.
This, yeah.
Months. Yeah, Luke doesn't let people make that mistake and get away with it. And then he hits you with the double biceps. Danny looking to punish Ben on the other side with the Katagatame. Ben doesn't want that to happen again.
Oh, and then Danny goes in for cross ashi. Maybe even for the knee bar here.
Oh, damn. Almost lat knee bar.
I'm curious to see whether Danny actually let up or Ben got out of it or felt comfortable.
I think Ben slipped the knee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where does it happen? So right here, like as he's
Yeah,
setting
he got
up.
the knee through.
Yeah, I think he's pretty safe. So Luke smashing his way forward, not letting Cole get that
What
elevation.
takedown did Jason get?
Oh, he got behind me and whipped me down to the mat.
Okay.
Yeah, if he gets behind me, like I tried to I think I tried to Uchimata maybe.
It was like a throw by. It looked like you were trying to go for an overtie.
Yeah, except I just didn't have. Yeah, okay, you're right. He slips the arm underneath and is able to.
Yep.
Damn, that's Oh, you know why? Because I don't think I had an arm on his bicep. He had my hand under control, so I couldn't like double up on the one arm as I pulled by. That's a good thing to consider. And then once he gets here, he did this to me last week too. He's like, I'm just gonna whip your ass right down to the mat.
Yeah.
And he does. At will.
Test out your right shoulder for break falls. Yeah.
Cole doing a good job to keep at least that one leg in as Luke tries to hip switch by. But now it's
What's up, Ben?
a matter of heavy pressure.
Dude, it was a tough day.
Yeah.
It was a tough day.
Yes, it was. I'm still out of breath. Oh, Danny over here giving you a good.
That was nice. Yeah.
Hide you for a second, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a nice little scramble here, Ben. So Danny just goes like 2-on-1 wrist grip and tries to hit a scissor sweep on you. And then as you come up, start to go around the side, and then Danny hits a turn on you.
Yeah, go back about 30 seconds or so, and you'll see. And Joe had a really good transition, like between a Darce and an Anaconda on me, and I probably should have tapped. Like this, it was so tight. It was very, very tight.
So we're looking here.
Just come around. Yep, I wind up coming out of this like so north south. I think I turtle up. Oh, I tried to turtle up, but he throws in the Darce. You see that?
Oh, okay. Let's go back.
So,
Well, yeah, you got
so
that
we're here.
extended arm.
Yep. And so he uses that to scoop up the Darce right here.
Oops, where's my arrow? Yeah, he's got the gable grip here set up.
Yep. And this was tight. But I felt like his hips were okay. And then now I'm like, okay, this is bad. And my whole goal here is to get back to my knees to try and get back up. So now I'm okay. Well, then he
Ish.
switches to the anaconda.
Nice.
And he rolls me through. You did roll me through the wrong way, Joe, but nonetheless, it worked.
I want to see that switch. So, did it already happen?
Yes, he did. As soon as
Oh, right there. He's Darce.
that's Darce,
and
and then
then-
he shoves through for the anaconda.
Damn, man.
But then he rolled through the wrong way. So that's what it was. Is I was thinking that he was gonna try and go to my arm side, and he goes to my head side,
Yeah.
and it threw me off and like clearly just flipped me over.
I would.
Right about there, I about went out.
So you got the leg and plowed through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I would. I'm not disagreeing with you, Mike, that it's not the typical way. I'm not convinced that it's bad. You know, like
Yeah.
like now I wouldn't call it wrong. I would call it wrong way the way you call it wrong way triangle the wrong way, I guess.
Mhm.
Because like you still, I mean, just looking at this now, like you guys still land in a position where Joe could theoretically capture. Well,
No, because the arm that he needs to capture is
he's
down.
putting you. Yeah. I guess rolling that way will make it more difficult.
Yep. So this is exactly right,
Yeah.
Joe. This is where you missed the arm. So now you used your left arm to go up and gather my arm.
Like right
But it was
here,
gonna-
he has a chance.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But then once you
But watch.
hit that roll,
He uses his right arm to capture my left arm, but my left arm's not doing anything. So it's like it doesn't matter. It's my right arm that matters.
yeah.
That's what it was, Joe. I think if you went the other way, I think it would be a little clearer on which arm to capture. And then I'll really be in problem, like
Yeah.
have problems.
That was nice though, man. I like the switch.
Solid.
Jason trying to smother me. I need to make Caleb's bloody face from when I hit him in the eye. I gotta make that an emoji. I wanted to get his permission. I was like, you know, I just kind of assumed I could do this, and it's sitting in my photo roll on my phone.
Yeah, we went through the transition from the Darce to the Anaconda.
Nice. Cool. It's double underhooks. Little low. Trying to get him up higher. Got to use those butterflies to extend Luke out. There you go. Yeah. Gives up on the grip, and Luke's able to get free.
You putting up a really good fight there, and then you wound up getting out, and then I had to, I think, attempt to pass again. Hang on, how did Luke get on bottom?
I think he just sat.
Missed it.
Like they reset, and he just
Okay.
sat. Yeah. He's doing for Cole what he does for me, which is like giving me a fighting chance. It's like, you know what? I'll just sit so you don't have to make me sit. That was nice. Into almost to a triangle there. That's tough.
He's got the triangle now.
There's the triangle. Joe, take notes. This is a side triangle. Yoko Senkaku is a real move.
Totally.
See this setup. So off the Kimura, gets Cole elevated, and then hits the Kimura trap. As Cole locks his hands up, he comes over the far arm. And now he's just got to kind of turn his hips so he's facing this way a bit more to get that bottom leg into a better position for the triangle, and then he's got to break the grip. This configuration he has over Cole's arm, I think, is really, really good for breaking that grip. It's like a bicep slicer with no thing in the middle, you know, but like as soon as he pulls on that, well, you know, Cole's grip rips right
can't
open.
follow. Yeah, he can't follow it.
Yeah.
There's no slack.
Yeah, and then now a little adjustment, gathers everything up, pulls the leg. Yeah. Saw it on Instagram. It's just an Instagram move. It's all bullshit. Cole, you got to get the legs in. 12 seconds. Oh, did I sweep Jason at some point? Yeah, nothing pretty. Just gritty. Yeah, it was quite tiring.
Yeah. I just think there are only three. There's still 3 rounds left.
Yeah. And you had a restaurant too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is always when Andrew finds me.
Late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wrestling was... I mean, my wrestling in general is garbage, but it was extra garbage for this round. I was just so tired. Did Nick take down Luke?
I think they just...
Looks like Luke just kind of goes down. Okay. Nick goes behind, starts working the back.
Looked like Luke was going to try and hit a Katagatame
Bottom side.
from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such an asshole. It's funny how there are just moves in this sport that when they get done to you, you're upset about it. It's like it's all of them are submissions. You're saying you got me to all of them, but it's like, man,
You take those home
Katagatame
with you.
Yeah, exactly. You get caught in a Katagatame from the bottom, a wrist lock from anywhere, belly down, rear naked, a bulldog choke. Like, all those are like, oh, God. I'm just going to hang up my belt and quit.
I think Luke has caught me in every single one of those.
Or an Estima lock.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely caught me in that.
I've probably told the story before, but oh yeah, all this was I felt a lull in this whole stand-up game, and I'm like, all right, if I could turn up the intensity just a little bit, I might be able to catch a mistake from Andrew.
Right.
And that's really what it was. So I start level changing, push and pulling, and then now, you know, right there, I think either a grip slips or something. You see his legs get crossed up for a second. He steps by. I just keep my level low, shoot in on the body lock. And then now it's like, all right, Jesus, let's get down. When I was a blue belt, I think it was Danny's first night training with us, like his first time ever. and it was the week.
In the carpenter jeans or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
and white T-shirt.
yeah, yeah.
I remember it.
It was like a week. It was the week leading up to a competition. Like we were days out from the comp, and like he comes in there and like has some good training just for an absolute like first day guy, and almost bulldog strangles me. And I'm like, how is this guy who's never trained before getting me in that? Like, what the hell just happened? It was not what you want to have happen to you like right before competition. I mean, I was either a white belt or a blue belt, so it's not like it matters at all at any belt. But yeah. And I've been punishing him ever since. Let's see what this pass was. So it starts from an over-under. I can't quite get to the over-under, so I use that scoop grip that I have as he brings his, tries to pummel his leg over top of my head. Work it to a heavy pass right into north-south, settle in. Try to catch my breath. Luke doing his toe hold stuff. See Luke working from close guard now.
He fell back into cross ashi, attacking the inside heel hook, and I think
I go straight ankle.
you went straight ankle on the far side.
Yeah, so from here, Andrew does really well to get me off balance. Here I just see the opportunity to sit into it. Legs are open, so I capture the primary leg and then quickly get the secondary leg, and just a standard grip. I didn't switch to the cross-side grip. I just felt good on this one, so I kept it. I think Ben and Danny are just working over there. What did they do? Did they... Luke and Nick get something? I think Luke finishes...
Triangle?
Hard to tell. It doesn't look like a triangle is locked up. I think it's probably an Americana. Like that hips Americana.
Yep.
That's that.
You and Ben, Joe and Jason.
Oh, yeah, I've been wanting to watch this round with Ben. I think we had another long stand-up round again as well. I think by now nobody wanted to wrestle too hard.
Yeah. I mean, it was so slippery.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben's ready to grab the hips anytime I start to lead around to the back. He's throwing the arm up to shut it down. I want to see Jackson just slap Cole right in the mouth. Baker doing some ninja stuff over there. Jason sets up for maybe like a Tayatoshi or something.
Jason says, "Stop resisting."
Yeah, just about closer to like an Uchimata. He definitely threw your ass there. I try to Uchimata Bin. That all right, so
Dude, yeah.
that exchange, nothing came of it, but like the entire chain was really nice. So I go Uchimata, and then Bin hits me with that little Diashi, tried to sweep my foot out right there, and then quickly steps in front right after that, and just about gets me on again, I'd call it a Tayatoshi with that underhook. And then I don't know how I managed to not fall on that. That was such a good move on his part. And then I think he went for one more Diashi. I briefly thought about trying to like throw him back there, but there was no way I was getting underneath him. Point it out just because I make fun of you guys when you do stupid stuff. So here I was thinking fireman's carry, and instead I just faceplant myself.
Yeah.
Right onto the mat with Bin driving on top of me underneath.
Everything on top. Yeah.
I'm like, it's gonna look great on stream. Good spot.
Trying to grab for that leg. Yeah.
Got Ronnie and Luke over there. Ronnie looking for a heavy pass. Got Luke's leg up on her shoulder. Let's see if she can cut the angle around. Aries and Danny having a battle.
Joe gets the turn on Jason, sweeps to the top.
Yeah, the shoulder crunch.
Yeah.
Jackson looking for the triangle. I mean, if you're talking about the shoulder crunch, Joe, that's why you see Mike and I going for it all the time. Just a good, powerful way to take away someone's base and move them in that direction. That's huge too. I mean, yeah, you were like bottom side control, I believe. So the direction you point your knees and like where Jason's hips are relative to you makes a huge difference.
Yep. All the difference in the world sometimes, yeah.
Not sure why I decided to stand back up with how tired I was, but I'm kind of glad I did with how it ended up working out. Here I get Bin broken down with the snap down and decide to go for a guillotine. Right there when he starts like trying to pressure through me, I feel like I have something. And he's trying to work his way out of it with some counter wrestling. So right here he's like, this is starting to get serious. Let me try to double. I got to get through. And then now I just kind of settle in, adjust my grip. And then you'll see me drop my hips, kind of come down into a sumo squat position, and I get a 10-finger guillotine, which I love Bin, but he has almost ripped my head off doing that to me before. So I was super stoked to get him in that position.
His guillotines are very dangerous.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, all right, this makes all the guillotines he's ever attempted on me worth it. Now he gets behind me and tries to murder me for the rest of the round, I believe. Jason again with putting that underhook, that near side underhook to work.
Yep, that was nice.
Yeah, like that grab on the shoulder with the collar tie. Steps in just for a little trip. Not much of an Uchimata. Like, he's not lifting or anything. He's just kind of stepping by. So Joe can't quite step forward and gets him moving. I feel like I sleep on that near side underhook in grappling, like in stand up. I don't use that enough. Jason's kind of convincing me to do better with it.
There's definitely the right depth, right? If you're shallow enough like that, it's not too bad, and you have to either be super shallow or all the way through with the elbow. But you get caught so often with that little mirror lock Americana looking thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you get lazy with it, or if people time it.
Right. If your elbow is in front of their body, but your hand is behind it, like, you're gonna get mirror locked.
Yeah.
Going for it. Luke from the back getting a little shoulder lock on Ronnie. Like just kind of stretching her out a bit, putting some pressure on the shoulder. All right. Well, last 10 seconds of this. What happens here? Joe shoots double, slips, doesn't get very far. Good regard-ish. Well, didn't regard, just kind of rolled. All right, last round. It's got Luke and Ben. I'm dead. And thank God Nick asks me a question instead of asking to roll. I'm like, yeah, please. Ask me 6 minutes worth of questions right now.
Luke is super inverted right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like we've seen Luke inverting a lot, which bothers me. like he's gonna start working to these angles so much more now. Ends up getting the Kimura out of that one. I think he goes to invert but couldn't get Ben off balance because Ben. But ends up coming back out of it to a regular non-inverted position, takes the wrist with him. Just look at that little tactical switch here, right? From Luke. So Ben has the knee in. Luke can't quite step over into mount, so he steps out of mount, beats the knee, steps back into mount. Like he doesn't fight through it, not running his head into a wall over and over, not getting the result he wants, trying the same thing. He takes a step back to take a big step forward. Speaking of mount, Cole makes his way there with Ronnie. He's got the gift wrap now. Looks like he wants to pull her into a rear mount. There he goes. Oh, is that David working with you? Or,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Me
you guys are just working, yeah.
Yeah, we rolled the last round, and then this is going to be going over Kimuras.
So now Luke on the body triangle.
Switches to the bottom side control arm, makes it really easy to go into the armbar setup from there. I was looking to try and get the to break the grip using
bicep slicer.
The bicep slicer. I mean, looks like he got it actually.
Well, Ben has some very sliceable biceps, so
yeah.
You know, it's funny though. I don't think he was trying the bicep slicer as much as he was
extracting the hand,
trying to extract the hand with that shin across the grip. I think that's, if I had to guess, that's what he was focusing on, because Luke doesn't do bicep slicers much, if ever. And I think that's why we see Ben here being like, go ahead, lock it back up, get the arm out, let's fight out of the armbar. I could be wrong. Luke may have been going bicep slicer on that one, and then says let's defend the armbar and play with that.
Luke with the knee tap, double take Ben over.
I just want to see. Sorry. Just want to see how. Okay, so Ronnie gets safe from the rear mount and ends up taking Colt over. Sorry, I missed all that. Okay. Everybody's slowly clearing off the mats after a hell of a Saturday. Luke pulling Ben into the highball ride and then switches into the rear mount. A minute and a half left. Oh yeah, he gets Ben's shoulder extended on that. Goes from mount right there, makes the change up to like a rear top lock position. Doesn't have the triangle, but has the ankles crossed over the chest. Gets the arm up, just like you would for a rear triangle.
I was thinking through this position. If I knew if I stood, Andrew was going to attack the leg. Oh, I see. Okay. He has a high percentage of winning that race. I spend the whole time in close guard making a plan. Yeah. That can definitely happen. I mean, me and Matt had a bit of a stalemate in close guard there for a while, to where Matt knew that I was going to try and shoot for the leg, and he was trying to figure out the timing behind it. Right? Like, that's a real thing. I think that's just smart game plan.
Also, like Joe, you and me do this a lot too, because I do standing guard breaks. So I'll stand and you'll go to quickly scoop my leg and invert. Luke gets another, this time more of a side-on triangle, like the shoulder Senkaku, I think New Wave likes to call it. But the thing about that is, if you know that's the move he's going to do, you know what he has to do that. He has to unlock his guard. He has to invert a knee, and his legs for a minute or for a brief second are going to be in front of you. Every time you do that to me, I get grips on your ankles and I don't allow you to enter into my leg. So I stand, I say, I know what you're going to do, and I handle it from there. I don't think we saw anything too significant happen at the end there. Joe gets up, gets out. Ronnie on a...
Katagatomi.
Yeah, kind of attacking the arm, not really looking for the strangle. Anyway, so yeah, just to finish that thought, Joe, stand up anyway. If he goes to grab your leg, like Michael do this to me too, I'll get the ankles and I can extend away. I can run if I need to. I could close the distance, but as long as I have the ankles under control, I'm normally mostly safe there. I would definitely try practicing that with Andrew next time you find yourself there.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Whoever is still here with us, we really appreciate it.
Just Joe and James.
yeah, right. Abigail 1280, thank you again for the follow. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And yeah, follow here, like Abigail, if you like what you're seeing. Subscribe as well to support us. Subscribe at YouTube, where we'll post this for you guys to review. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for all the comments in the chat, all the questions, everything, and all the tomfoolery from our students. Yeah, you got anything, man?
No, bring all the questions to class. We'll both be there tomorrow, right? So
yep,
should have a good old time.
Absolutely.
Probably going to be just as hot and sweaty as it was on Saturday.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, y'all enjoy your night. Go do trim your nails and do your laundry, and don't be stinky. And we will see you back on the mats. Take it easy.
Later.